Hey guys, welcome back to new Speedart. Today we'll be creating Bonner County in Idaho. Really nice texture, pretty simple, but something that I saw and I just wanted to make it, so here we are. I really like doing the Speedarts. I know you guys like watching them as well, so figured I would just record it and see how it goes. So first, of course, we're getting the lines down, gotta get the colors in there, and then we'll start with the lines. So a couple different ways I was thinking about doing this, and different ways you could do lines like this. You could create a box, you could create lines, you could, you know, curve it like I'm about to do right now, or you could just trace it out, which each of them has upsides and downsides, so it's really just kind of going to depend on how it comes out and your vehicle's or just really your design's needs and stuff. So I was initially going to do a square sort of thing, and then that wasn't working. I tried a line as well and just was not going to work, trying with the curvature, trying to curve it as well. So went ahead and just created a path and drew it out. Now the problem with this one is your curves are going to look weird sometimes, so trying to fix that up, and eventually I do get it where it looks really good, but it did take a little bit, so it took longer than I would like to admit, but it's fine. It all worked out, and you know, it looks good. It's worth it instead of having a weird jagged line in game to have one that actually looks decent like this. Just continuing the line right now, like I said, you know, just fixing it up. Again, took a little bit of time, but it's not a big deal. If you guys have any suggestions for future Speedarts that you'd like to see, any future departments, feel free to go and put those in the comments down below, and I'll be happy to do them. Some of them that I will try and release. You know, some things I'll try and put in a vehicle pack and release the pack, or just release the skins or something on my Discord. I'm thinking about doing a vehicle pack for it, but we'll see. We all know how that goes. Alright, starting on the badge right now. I'm going through a real nice image of this badge here, and I like it. It looks good. It is a pretty traditional sheriff badge, but they still have their own spin on it, and I love the seal of Idaho. It's really cool. So everything just kind of works really well together, especially with the blue and gold. So going through right now, taking out the old text and putting in the new. There's always, same thing with this, you know, there's same thing with everything really. There's always different ways you can do something, and there's no real right way and a wrong way. So usually what you could do, you could just color over it, try and do that the best you could, or go ahead and do a content aware fill. You can try that, or you can try what I'm going to do right now and just pretty much remake the badge. So just putting in different circles, and then you'll have your different layers there, and then go through and just add a gradient onto that circle, and you know, you'll have to play with it. I don't know why I was having so much trouble with this one. It was just kind of being weird. I haven't seen this happen before, so I had to play with it for a little bit, but eventually got it good. That just seems like the reoccurring theme, you know, with Photoshop and stuff like this. You just gotta mess around with it for a while, and it'll eventually come out good if you have somewhat of an idea of what you're doing, which I don't all the time, gotta admit, but it turned out good. So my main problem was the edges were so thick compared to the middle, and it just, I don't know why. It was something with my gradient that I was using, or the way I was positioning stuff, but it was very bizarre, so. So working on the text right now, same ways I always do my curved text, to just make a circle, and that top left change it to a path, and then draw the circle around what you want to curve around essentially, and it will and it will contour to the, and it will curve real nice. So, and it will curve really nice and just make it look great. So, working on the inner part now for the seal. I'm just going to change that to San Andreas. Nothing else I really need to change with that. And it fits with everything. So, it looks really good. I like it. Now, the only thing I'd say with this badge is it is a little busy with text, I think, but I don't know. Let me know what you think about it. If it's too much, maybe not, you know, I don't know. If it's just right, whatever. So we're gonna work on the Blaine County now, and you'll see when it comes together, it is kind of a little bit, it is kind of a lot, I don't know. But I like it. It's not really, I mean, it is prominent on the car, but it's not too prominent. It's just, it's one of those like happy medium, good balance sort of things. Badge is coming together, really happy with it. Now you can see everything on here. Seems a little busy. I don't know if they needed everything on there, but when you zoom out, it looks good. I don't know. I like it, I don't like it, but I like it at the same time, so it's just one of those things. But we're going to export that and go and to re-import it as a PNG. I always like doing this instead of merging it or duplicating it over from the other layer, just because I feel like it turns out better. It's easier to move and stuff like that. So now, so one thing that I've found with these simple cars, like this is pretty simple, I would say, to my standards. It's just a badge, some text, and then a line, you know, that's it. Not really anything else too much that we're gonna have to do. But I always feel like these ones are the hardest, not the hardest, but they're up there. That shouldn't be hard, but they are, because everything is really specific whenever it's all that small and there's nothing going on. So if you don't have it just right, then it always looks weird. And yeah, so that's what I found myself doing with this one, was a lot of back and forth, just trying to play with positioning and sizes and stuff to get it right. It is a good design, and I like it. It's nice, it's simple, it's clean, and it was just a pain to get everything exactly how I wanted it. I wasn't sure about the font for Sheriff initially, but I did go and find that. I think it is the Helvetica, whatever it's called. Pretty sure it's that one, I'm not sure though. Because I initially thought it was Euro still, but turned out it wasn't. So had to use What the Font, and I was going back and forth on there for quite a while, but eventually got it. So all in all, I say this texture, it was good. It took a little bit of time to make, a lot of back and forth business, just because I wanted it to look good. But other than that, I think it was worth it at the end, because it looks good. It's simple, it's easy to copy on other cars. So right now I'm working on the stroke to the Sheriff font. Now, very interesting here. The font is a little weird with the R and a couple other things, so I wanted to get the stroke just right, and whenever you do it normally with the Photoshop stroke on the layer, it creates rounded edges and it always looks bad. So you want them to be nice and straight edges, and you can see right now the font isn't the same, so I think I do go through and change that. I'm not sure though. Maybe it is the same, I don't know. It is Blaine County, so I don't mess around with it too much, but still want it to look good. Alright, moving on to the back now, getting the top part down. I do eventually go through and color over the trunk lid. That's not what it is. It's just that part at the top of the trunk that kind of comes out a little bit. Need to paint over that because it does go behind that. So something I needed to do, and I did eventually, but the back is really good. I had a lot of trouble finding what the back looked like on Google, so going through and putting on a light gray stroke on everything. That will represent the reflective outline on all the decals. So something that you'll see on police cars if they are reflective. If you get up close, you'll see kind of a faint outline. Usually kind of a lighter gray thing. That'll be there for the reflective part. So getting on the plates, and we are pretty much done. So just going through right now, getting everything finalized, adding some noise on there so it looks a little bit more reflective, and that'll be it. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, and enjoy the cinematics.